Congratulations on being invited to do the patch test. I'm not sure what Coach Greg had mentioned. Maybe he had mentioned that already. This is a big deal. This is the first one. We used to do it more often, but because of COVID, we hadn't done one in a while, probably over 2 years. We're the first group, and we looked at a lot of different things. But really, the most important aspects of being here is having the true spirit of wanting to become a better fencer. You have to have good manners. You can't be a bad kid, like something that you're going to be proud whenever you fence in tournaments, whether it's local tournaments or regional tournaments. I know a small bunch of you are going to national tournaments. We have faith that you're going to represent our academy in the right way. Okay? And that's one of the reasons you were all invited here. Because the coaches from different classes, we look through this. We have many fencers. Do you think this is all the fencers that we have? We have many fencers, but on this select few were chosen to be here. So again, congratulations for being chosen. The way it's going to work is we're going to ask questions. Whenever you know the answer to the question, raise your saber, please. Don't yell it out, anything like that. Raise your saber. And then we're going to pick you. I think Olivia is going to have that job. She's going to pick different people to answer the question. And we'll move on to different questions. After the completion of the questions, we're going to do a practical test, which is some of the stuff we've been working on, okay? We're going to ask you to do certain fencing moves, okay? Fencing technique moves. And then we're going to do it all together. It won't be individual. We're going to ask you to do it all together. And upon successful completion of that, then Olivia, Coach Greg, myself, we're going to gather up and discuss the results. And then the people who will pass the test will receive the patch. And if you don't pass, that's okay. Then you can try again. I believe next one is scheduled sometime for the fall. Okay? So that means you have to take it seriously. If you goof around here, which I don't think anybody will, but if you goof around, I guarantee you will not get a patch. If you listen and pay attention and take this in the right way, that it's an honor to represent FAD at all these national tournaments, then you have a good chance of passing. Okay? Anything else you'd like to add? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and salute first at the beginning. We'll do it at the end as well. Ready? Very good. Okay. So now we're going to start with the questions first.
So if you know the answer, like Coach Tom said, raise your saber. Olivia will call on you. And all right, so let's start out here. We're going to have you take one big step forward. Just introduce yourself, and then step backwards, and then next person to the next person. Okay? Go ahead.
Hi, Gus.
Gus, who?
Ferguson.
All right.
Gavin Fox.
Look at the camera, guys. Look at the camera.
Hello, I'm Willie Daniels.
I'm Cole Isidore. I'm Frida Baskara. I'm Shri Baskara. I'm Erica Siri.
I'm Sophia Vengerova.
I'm Summer Hendricks. Cora Blatchford. I'm Addie Hughes Williams.
I'm Elijah Willis.
All right. What does the Fencing Academy of Denver's Code of Conduct say about winning and losing? Gavin.
Women's on the losing team.
Correct.
What is the target area in saber? Actually, why don't you have Olivia call?
Everything above the waist except for the arm. No, the hand side.
And?
And the back.
A combination of 2 yellow cards for the same violation results in what?
Red card.
True or false? During a competition, a fencer can receive a black card for refusing to salute their opponent.
Or true.
That's correct. It's true. Always have to show respect for your opponent, for your referee. So before and after each match, you always salute. We used to shake hands. We don't shake hands anymore because of COVID, but you can tap the sabers. and we always salute at the end of each match. If you refuse to salute, that's extremely unsportsmanlike. Doesn't matter what the calls were, what happened, you always show respect to your opponent by doing that.
Under what circumstances is it okay to use bullying tactics to gain an advantage over your opponent?
Never.
Never? All right. Perfect.
What should you do with your uniform after fencing?
Sophia?
You should dry it and put it in bags for safety.
That's correct.
Okay. So if you're checking your weapon at a tournament, what's two things, there are several, but name two that you should do to check your weapon and make sure it's safe for the bout?
Patty. You should check for blade, like alignment and inspect.
Correct.
Identify the four main parries in saber fencing.
Erica? Carries 2, 3, 4, 5.
What's the most important thing to remember when storing your body cord or your mask?
Yes.
Keep it in a separate compartment
Do you know why?
so it doesn't get rust all over.
That's correct. Remember, your parents are investing a lot of money in equipment. Equipment is not cheap. You gotta take good care of it, everything. So make sure it lasts as long as possible. If you take good care of it, it'll last years. If you let it rust, then it won't last years. And that's not how we're supposed to take care of it. True or false? It's your parents' responsibility to carry your fencing equipment and to make sure it's in good working order.
Nicole. False.
Who's fault? That's right. All right. Fencing is, tell me which one's correct. Fun, something my parents forced me to do, a waste of time because it just makes me get all sweaty, but one of the most dangerous sports on the planet.
Student. Fun.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right.
Wasn't fun, you wouldn't be here. How should you represent yourself when fencing for or at the Fencing Academy of Denver? A, as a good sport. B, with honesty and integrity. C, as a team player. D, all of the above. That's correct. That's one of the things I mentioned at the beginning of the test. You're here because you're all very nice people besides aspiring to be really good fencers. You're doing all the right things to show good positive character. That's what we like, that's what we look for when we award these patches.
What are the words generatio, macro, artisti? What do they mean?
Jen.
Character, honor, strategy.
And where can you find those words?
On the banner in the wall.
Correct.
True or false? Each fencer is expected to exercise control of his or her actions and demeanor while fencing. Violent fencing actions are not permitted. True or false?
Alex.
And why is that? Any idea? Why is it true that just use control? Any idea why? Like you can't just swipe people as hard as you can and not have control? You can hurt, you can harm people. And fencing is an extremely safe sport. It's one of the safest sports out there. Olympic sports, extremely safe because we have all the protective gear, which all you are wearing, and we teach you proper techniques so you don't hurt each other. That's because if you just start swiping like they do in the movies, you will definitely hurt somebody. So we have to make sure we continue always having good control.
True or false? Membership in this academy is a right with no expectations or behavior expected of you as a fencer. True or false?
Sophia.
False.
What does the FIE stand for?
Federation International Police Company.
Good.
Anybody know where it's based? What country?
False. Fédération internationale d'escrime.
Nope. That's incorrect. Good guess, but it's incorrect. Or else they speak French. Any idea? Just guess, it's okay. They won't be penalized for this, because it's not a test. Was it a good guess? Anybody else, Connor?
Never mind.
Anybody? You want to guess again?
Is it Belgium?
No, but close. That's not a good guess. They speak French in Belgium. Anybody else? Let's try. Tell you what, if you guess this, unless you absolutely bomb the footwork, you guarantee the patch. Anybody? Who wants to guess? Last guess.
Luxembourg.
What is it?
Luxembourg.
Luxembourg. No. Good guess, but no. Switzerland. The headquarters for FIA in Switzerland. Lucerne.
In order to compete, give me 3 pieces of equipment a fencer must bring with him.
Or a mask, a jacket, and proper fencing pants.
Mask, jacket, and fencing. Can anybody else name 3 additional ones?
A saber, 2 body cords and max cords, and your neck.
Correct.
Okay, so I know some of you have been fencing competitive tournaments. I know some of you are planning to do it in the fall. So this applies to this. What is one of the most important things a competitive fencer must take to a sanctioned competition?
And USA membership.
USA membership competitive card, that's right. So if you want to fence in sanctioned tournaments, you must have a membership card, and you always have to take it with you to tournaments to prove that you're a member, competitive member.
In addition to a classroom, women are required to wear what piece of protective equipment?
Students.
What? Say it again.
The underarm protector.
No, in addition to that.
Chest protector.
Correct.
True or false? At Fencing Academy of Denver, it is okay to occasionally wear jeans to practice, but not to competition.
False.
There's one more item of clothing that you're not allowed to wear inside your fencing academy. Does anybody know what that is? Kevin?
Is it like street pants?
No. Besides pants. Anybody know? I don't think I've gotten on anybody in here. Oh, a hat. Disrespect to your fencing coach and to the south.
And open-toe shoes, but nobody's wearing those. Crocs, no Crocs. During competition, this goes for local, regional, national, and even international on the first day. During competition, the pull bout goes to how many points? How about direct elimination? I'm going to rephrase that. Direct elimination for everybody in this age category.
50.
How about direct elimination for fencers 10 and under?
10.
How about direct elimination for fencers 40 and over?
15.
Nope.
20.
No. 40 and over. 40 and over. So this is called the veterans category. Anybody else? Yeah.
Is it 45?
45 points?
Yeah.
They would all have a heart attack and die.
A team event.
Team event is 45 points. The veteran age category direct elimination bout is also 10 points, same as white 10.
Just a matter of practicality. If it's bad weather outside, what additional items should you bring with you when you come to the club?
And tennis or extra fencing shoes.
So now we're going to move on to the practical portion of the test. Everybody go ahead and do a nice on guard position and put your mask on. Nice and guard. So just basically whenever I give you a command, please follow that. Execute what I ask, okay? On guard and advance. Advance. double advance, retreat, triple advance, lunge, recover, lunge, recover, double advance, triple retreat, retreat, double retreat. Everybody hold on a second. Everybody move over. Ladies, move over a little bit. It's moving too close. And on guard. Carry 5, 3, 4, 3, 5. Lunge. Recover. Carry 5, 4. Lunge. Recover. 4, 3, 5, 3. Lunge. Recover. Advance lunge. Carry 5. I didn't say recover. Carry 5. Stay in lunge position. Lunge position. Repost. 5. Repost. 4. Repost. Recover. Advance lunge. Recover, double retreat. Triple retreat. Double advance lunge. Recover. Next time try and do it together. Ready? Double advance lunge. Recover. Triple retreat. Double retreat. 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 Carry 5. Lunge. Recover. Carry 4. Lunge. Recover. Retreat. Carry 4. Lunge. Recover. Retreat. Carry 5. Lunge. Recover. Retreat. Carry 4. Advance lunge. Recover. Retreat. Carry 5. Advance lunge. Recover. And retreat all the way back to the line. And first position. Mask on, keep mask on, keep mask on, mask on. Okay, everybody can take your mask off and relax, but stay where you are. No sit down or anything. Give us 1 second, we're gonna decide who gets one, who doesn't. So now, Coach Greg is going to call you up whenever your name is called. That means you passed the test successfully. Make sure you continue presenting us in the right way, okay? We're very serious about that. We've never had any fencers that we had to kick out, and hopefully we won't have to with anybody from this group either. But if there are fencers that are disrespectful at tournaments and not acting nicely at practices, like I said, being here is a privilege, not a right. So hopefully everybody will continue abiding by those rules. So if you get your name called, come up here and please receive the patch with the envelope with all the information how to put it on from Coach Greg, and then everybody else you can go ahead and cheer him on. Okay?
Eric. All right.
When you get your certificates, go back there and wait and cheer on other recipients.
Gary. Alex. William. Frida. Cora. Nicole. Sabrina. Now, we have one additional person that Coach Tom and I decided to award patch to for their outstanding assistance with the operation of our club, which oftentimes prevents them from competing in the tournaments that would otherwise be a criteria for the patch test. So based on this person's integrity, their contributions, and their professionalism, Coach Tom and I decided to award the patch to Olivia.
All right. Well, I think everybody agrees with our conclusion. Everybody did a wonderful job. Everybody knew the history of fencing, the rules, the basic knowledge of what it takes to compete at different tournaments. Everybody did a fantastic job with the practical part, the footwork, the parries. Everybody knew exactly what to do, and there's a reason you all were invited. We knew you would do very well. So because of that, everybody earned their patch. Congratulations. Wear it proudly, and keep passing on the tradition to younger generations of fencers. If you see them, feel free to help them out, guide them, so one day they can stand where you stand and earn the patch as well. So.
Everybody.